State of the Channel video for November 2018.
Since Spacies.
G'day invaders and welcome to Since Spacies, and this is my slightly overdue State of the Channel video for November, and I'm just going to kick into this straight away by congratulating the two newest members of the Ministry of Retro Gaming. We have got Tristabytes and we have also got the Gaming Muso, or Gaming Muso. So in case you don't know what the Ministry of Retro Gaming is all about, there's a link down below, and basically it is our way to try and beat the YouTube algorithm. So if you're bored of what YouTube's throwing up at you, you know, cat videos and clickbait and all that other nonsense, you can go to this website and you can look at our clickbait. No, that's not quite it. It's just a way of getting to narrow down the type of videos that you want to watch. And you know that they're good videos because they're made by a really good bunch of guys. And I'm the only non-UK member in there, so don't hold that against me. All these guys are from the UK. I am trying to push to get that changed somewhat and get some more non-UK members in that Ministry of Retro Gaming lot. But that's coming soon. But for now, yeah, once again, a big welcome to the two new members, Tristabytes and Gaming Muso. Now, I'm going to get straight into the top 5 videos on my channel for the month of October. The number 5 video on my list of top 5 videos for the month was one that I'd done way back and seems to really do quite well. It was my look at the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection, and this was the general overview look of it. And I think it does well because I just simply wrote best retro game ever. And I wasn't trying to be clickbaity. I was asking a general question. Is this the best retro game ever? And yeah, you can check that out. I don't delete my videos, even the bad ones. And I will be continuing on with that series, and that will be a guarantee this week. My very next video that I work on will be Sonic Free. It's been long overdue. I've been working on this series now for almost 2 years. So this next video in this series will be video number 31. Yeah, I didn't realize when I said on the cuff that I'll be just doing every game in the series how big a venture that was going to be. But I promised and I stuck to it, and I'm going to continue on with that. And I think I've only got about 20 videos to go in that series. Anyway, we'll see. Sonic Free's coming next, but yeah, that was number 5 video on the channel. And the number 4 video on Since Spacies was my last State of the Channel video. When these get into the top 5, I feel like I haven't had a really good month. I don't know why that is. I only put these videos out just to sort of give you guys an update. It's not meant to be the whole basis of the channel, but it is a good way of giving you guys a bit of a heartbeat as to what's happening here on the channel. And so yeah, the number 4 video on this top 5 list was my last look at the month for October. Yeah. And I changed things up a bit in this one. Actually, I've got a new camera angle going, so I hope you guys like the new look. I'm always trying to change things around here. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. The number 3 video on the channel for the month of October was my review on Shenmue 2. And I'm glad that this made it into the top 5 because you've got no idea of how long this particular video took to make. The editing killed me. The recording of the footage killed me. Writing the review itself wasn't so bad, but the whole video editing process on putting a video review together, it's quite extensive. So I'm happy with the result. I hope you guys were happy with the video as well. I've learned a lot from doing this video in how to cut down the editing time for future reviews. But yeah, when you see these channels on YouTube that's all they do is video reviews, you got to tip your hat off to them because there's really a lot going on in the background that maybe you're not really seeing or appreciating. So yeah, you might want to think about that next time you're slagging off one of those IGN reviews, although those guys are getting paid probably good money. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. They're getting paid at least. I'm not. So anyway, that was number 3, my Shenmue 2 review. And the number 2 video, the second best video on my channel for the month of October, was my gaming pickups video. I love putting these videos together. Reason being is because I'm showing off all the cool kit that I got in the month. But unfortunately, yeah, here we go, this is the bad news. There won't be a pickups video for this month. I am so sorry, I do apologize. But I'll be making it up for you, in another way. There will be a surprise video that will replace the pickups video. And when you see it, I think you guys will like it. It's something I've been wanting to do for a little while. I'm not going to reveal what it is just yet, but it will be a video to replace the pickup videos. I hope maybe in December I will kick on with something else to another pickups video. I did get some things though. I won't leave you totally disappointed. I picked up, yes, Red Dead Redemption 2. Geez, I'm getting better at saying that fast. So Red Dead Redemption 2, I picked that up on the Xbox One. Also got myself a little backlight. No, it's not a coffee mug, but it's a backlight Space Invaders projection light. And so that's pretty cool. I just had to get that. And I got myself a Pac-Man alarm clock, which only plays the sound when it goes off on the alarm, which is kind of dumb that there's no option to, yeah, make it go off at will. But it's got the authentic Pac-Man sound, so that's something, yay. So the top video for the month of October was my last podcast ever on the channel. Yes, another bloody gaming podcast, number 14, the final one ever, starring Tristabytes, Gaming Muso, and G to the Next Level. This was awesome to record. I really am glad that I ended that series on a win. I didn't think that that would be the last one in the series, because I made a on-the-fly decision to can the word podcast and replace it with the word show. But in doing that, I'm introducing new concepts to the series. So it will be an entirely new thing. And I hope you guys got to see the very first the Since Spacies Show, because in that show, towards the end, I introduced viewer or Twitter video questions. I'm gonna have to come up with a better name than that. And that part of the show worked really well. And I'm gonna announce it for the first time here that the very next episode of the Since Spacies Show, I won't be putting out the questions. The questions will come from you. So I'm throwing the Since Spacies Show, the questions over to you guys. I'm giving you guys control. So the way this will work is that you guys will be able to reply to my Twitter tweet with your questions. I'll pick up to 10 of the best. I can't do more than 10, otherwise it'll be like a 3-hour show. You got no idea, by the way, how hard it was to edit the last video. There was so much good content, I had to lose some of it. I will put on the end of this video some of the bonus content that was in that video. But yeah, I've got to condense it down to an hour 10. I try not to make it any longer than an hour 10. And I put out the last video just recently, and my view time has gone right up. The comments have exploded, and it's I think it's one of the most liked videos on my channel for quite some time. So yeah, there's that. So I hope you guys enjoy the Since Spacies Show, and I do intend on mixing up things with new concepts and some new ideas for that, including, like I said, throwing the questions over to you guys. Some of those questions were quite funny the way they were delivered. Yeah, I'm looking at you, the top loader. Preferably when you're sending those videos in, make sure you're not drunk, or I don't know, if you want to drink on, do it, it'll add to it. Anyway, I'm rambling, let's get on with this. So just some basic stats for the channel. I won't bore you with the stats, but these are good numbers. I got 51 new invaders or subscribers, so thanks guys. I've also got 2,200 views for the channel, which was pretty cool. 13,200 minutes watched, 170 likes, 75 comments. So those are pretty good numbers. I know I can do better, but I'm happy with that for now. So I just thought I'd share that with you. And just quickly, my top tweets for the month. My top tweet My top tweet for the month was a tweet that I put up about when I first started at the Sega hotline. Basically, I wrote that when I first started in November '91, yes, I'm getting old, I was the third full-timer to join the team, and by the time I had left in '94, we had doubled in numbers. So those numbers are so small though. There's a video kicking around on YouTube from Sega of America, and they had like, I don't know, up to 50 staff members, I think. So yeah, shows you how hard it was to get into the Sega hotline here in Australia at the time. I'm so glad I made that effort to get in. All that wasted high school time instead of studying but writing my my Sega review book, my Sega Times, actually paid off. My top mention was from Twits by Ben. I like the name. And he was basically tweeting me a picture of the Sonic statues at Sega World back in the 90s, the late 90s, I believe. Yeah, that was just really cool to see another photo from Sega World. I think we need more of that because that stuff's getting really hard to track down now. My top media tweet was just a picture of a monkey just losing their cool on a keyboard, and the tweet just asked to write a sad story using only 3 words, and I just wrote Alt Control Delete. Now I say Alt Control Delete. I don't know, apparently that freaked a few people out because they say Control Alt Delete. Yeah, I can see why they say that, but I'm saying it in alphabetical order. Anyway, whatever floats your goat. So that was my top media tweet. And my top follower, these are so random, these. My top follower for last month was Avamar1001, 116,000k followers. Thanks, matey. So that's been my state of the channel video. I wanted to keep this brief. I will be pumping out some more videos during the month. I'll try and get some more going. Problem is, yes, I work from home, and yes, this is a studio, but I still got to get everything all set up. So there's that, plus I've had other commitments. And yesterday was the Melbourne Cup here in Australia. From Melbourne Cup onwards, things get a little bit crazy here in Australia with all the social gatherings and parties and whatnot. I will be doing my utmost best though to kick in with as many videos as I can. Plus I'm going to be doing a few cameos on other channels, a few interviews and a few podcasts on other channels. I'm going to be a very busy man over the next couple of months. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. If you haven't already done so, please have a look at my Patreon. Another thing is I've got now 12 patrons, so thanks to you guys, you're keeping everything here moving along, and I'm very close, so close to getting that webcam to make my podcast, sorry, not podcast, my show look better. So thanks guys for watching. Please look forward to more content coming up on the channel. In the meantime, my name has been Brian and I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks guys.
So here I am, asking a question. Who has the best hat selection out of all you motherfuckers? That's it. All without rambling for one little tiny question. Peace out, homies.
All without rambling, he says.
Holy
Top loader, love your work. But last night you were really on the terps there, weren't you? Having a good one. Okay, yeah, what's your hat story?
Right, my hat story is I mentioned before that before I was in the film industry, I started in the music industry, and my mother, when I was growing up, was a professional poet, and she was quite often on TV with her poems and on the radio with her poems when I was young. So obviously that inspired me as a kid. But a young Sam worked out pretty quickly that if you are in the junior school playground and you say you're a poet, you get beaten up. Whereas if you say you're a rapper, people think it's cool.
Yeah,
you know,
it's the same thing.
So I used to say I was a rapper, and I got pretty good at it, and that's how I got into the music industry. Was I won a few songwriting competitions, and I actually used to ghostwrite for a lot of rappers, a lot of American rappers. I'm liking the green hair hat. That's cool. But yeah, I used to ghostwrite for a lot of American rappers. And every now and again, I get the opportunity to do a solo record, sometimes for a film. And recently we had a film called Brotherhood that came out. Stormzy was on the soundtrack. They got me to do a track to promote it. and there was a music video for that, and that music video had over 1 million views on Vivo, which was pretty amazing.
Wow.
And for that, I had my own custom hat, which was made for me by a company called Mr. Spacies. And if you see this here, this is a logo of an S and a V for Samuel Victor, and 1981, the year I was born. And I've actually got that. I've got that tattooed on my arm. But
cool.
they put my tattoo design onto the hat, and then on the back of the hat, it's got my name, and on the side, it's got the record label which I set up years ago and is still going for film soundtracks. So yeah, this is a one of a kind. There is no other hat like this in the world, and this has been in a 1 million+ view music video. So it's not gaming related, but it kind of ties into the last question where you were saying, like, what music do I listen to? I'm mostly a hip hop guy, but also just Crazy Taxi, The Offspring, Bad Religion.
Yeah.
Ever since from that point on, whenever I'm playing a racing game, I love that kind of high tempo American punk rock. That
Since Spacies.